Krishnamal College for Women, and Professor Kellingon Mehta, Head of the Department of Economics, St. Joseph College, Jakama, Netherlands. Your presence truly elevates this discussion. We also extend a warm welcome to all the respective faculty members from these three distinguished institutions. Thank you for making the time to join us. Next, a special warm welcome to our bright and dynamic panelists who will be leading today's discussion. From Christo Jayanti, we have Monica and Viviani. From PSGR Krishnamal College for Women, we have Subhandika, Subha Satya, and Sara Usman. And from St. Joseph College, Prathama, Nagaland, we have Chen Tule and Zamtam. Finally, a very enthusiastic welcome to all the students from KVE, PSGR, and from Joseph College. We encourage you to be active listeners and engaged participants. Before we start the panel discussion round, I would like to notice you general few instructions. We must be mindful of time. Each institution panel will have a strict 10 minutes altogether for the presentation or discussion points. Please, panelists, do not speak for more than 10 minutes. The order of presentation will be Christy Jayanti University, followed by PSGR Krishnamal College for Women, and finally St. Joseph College. For questions, we request you all, the attendees, students and faculty, type out your questions into the chat or comment box. I, as the moderator, will allow and ask the relevant questions to the panelists on your behalf. Please keep your microphone muted throughout the session to prevent background noise and only unmute when absolutely necessary and when invited to do so by the moderator, whether you are a panelist or a student. Thank you for adhering to these guidelines. Let us begin with the panel discussion starting from Christy Jayanti University. Dear panelists from Christy Jayanti University, your time starts now.
Good morning. I'm Monica Bhattacharjee, and I'm from Christo Jayanti University. I would like to start with an opening statement. AI has become an integral part of our lives. It's no longer just a technology, but a driver of transformation across every sector: healthcare, education, research, banking, and beyond. When paired with the right policies, regulations, and skill development, AI can be a powerful tool for inclusive economic growth. But inclusion doesn't happen automatically, and we must overcome challenges that comes along with it, such as rural areas lacking advanced resources and devices to access AI for betterment. To ensure inclusion, deliberate efforts must be put, such as investing in AI literacy, creating jobs which are in coordination with AI, and forming ethical frameworks that ensure technology benefits for all citizens, regardless of region or background. The government of India has already taken steps towards promoting AI for betterment of the economy. Rupees 10,300 plus crore allocated over 5 years for India AI mission with 38,000 GPUs deployed. AI could add $1.7 trillion to India's economy by 2035. Thank you.
In the next participant from Christy Jayanti University speaker.
Am I audible now? So I'm Devyani from Kristu Jayanti University, representing Kristu Jayanti University. So as already spoken by my co-panelist, I would like to add on few more schemes which had been recently made by the government for the upcoming Viksit Bharat 2047. So the healthcare reforms, which are like Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission, which had bring a lot of a considerable change. From 550 million health records, over 300 unique health IDs were made online. And this had AI in healthcare has become a major reform because it had previously, if we had seen the records, there are a lot of diseases which were not cured, like cancer or other diseases which were not given a lot of priority because of less access. And right now, a lot of development in AI for this particular healthcare sector or other sectors have given a lot of changes because around 60% of rural patients are getting access to it, and around 20 to 25 to 30% had it had helped the people. It had helped people recover, and so many diseases were identified prior to it. And in education, the new national education policy itself states had implemented one way of where the people can access education in their own rural language. If you're going to look at our literacy rates also, it is majorly conveyed in the literacy rates are conveyed in the parameters that if the person is capable of speaking in their own language are still considered illiterate. So maybe this particular reform will educate people in various reforms in various fields. And the it had improved the learning outcomes by 20 to 30%, and also infrastructure and agriculture reforms. Around 43% of population is dependent on agriculture. If you're going to look at the statistics, we are still the primarily dependent people on agriculture. And this particular innovation of including AI in agriculture had changed a lot of farmers' livelihood because they can figure out about the crops or other pest controls. Everything can happen within the agriculture or the AI utilization. And there are Kisan e-Mitra chatbots where people can get access to AI and understand the newly reforms or other things. That might not be a very wide catching of people, but it's still a way of educating our farmers. And if you're going to look into innovations, the very new recently, the startups have become more dominant with AI. There is 89% of it. And also the companies right now have, the companies are 87% more towards AI in our country, software development and systems like that. So I think a development in AI, trying to include AI might bring employment gap due to because of the skill gap and other issues. But inclusion of AI will actually bring up a lot of beneficial in the economic growth. Thank you.
Analysts and students, if you have any questions about, please raise your hand. Type it down in the comment box, or you can ask them right now.
Am I audible?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Dear panelists and students, I request you once again, if you have any questions, you can please ask.
Yeah. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh, Subhanita, it is not your time yet. We have allotted your time, so please wait for your time.
Okay.
So this is the question and answer round. If you have any questions, please type it down in the comment box, or you can ask them right over here.
Okay.
It's a question from one of our students for the panelists from Presidency University. How do you think farmers can educate themselves in AI-driven farming, given their limited access to resources?
Well, we do accept that the farmers are given very limited access to the resources right now, comparatively. But this is also due to the population, the population which we have in our country. If you're going to measure, we're around 1.4 billion. Population, yeah, 1.4 billion, which is very, very hard to get through those many people. But it's not impossible. I do accept that, getting through every person and educating everyone is not that easy, keeping in mind all other factors. But we have achieved till 43%, which is still great. And development or accessibility is something that happens gradually, and we cannot just expect it to happen the moment we say we are going to achieve it. So 43% is approx to half of it. So yeah, we can bring up more reforms and more we can focus on it, on ways where we can still access to everyone and make sure that everything that's happening is reached to everyone.
And I would like to mention that even though till now the population and providing AI skill development has not been started yet, but in the upcoming programs that government is thinking of hosting, it certainly has included programs like Youth AI, Youth for Unnati and Vikas with AI, which actually aims to teach the students from class 8 to 12 to teach them about AI and social skills in an inclusive manner. And it basically tells that it will focus on this across 8 thematic areas: Krishi, Arogya, Shiksha, Paryavaran, Parivahan, Gramin Vikas, Smart Cities, and Vidhi or Nyay, empowering them to develop AI-driven solutions for real-world challenges. So which indeed means even if a farmer doesn't know, but their child is learning about AI, they can certainly help their fathers and they can teach their family members. So I think the government is certainly trying to implement that so that the people even in rural areas can use AI for their betterment. Thank you. With that, I will end my statement.
Thank you, dear panelists from Presidency University. I now request panelists from PSGR Krishna College to start with the topic of AI for inclusive economic growth. Dear panelists from PSGR Krishna College, if you are ready, please do so.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes,
I would like to share my screen as well for a PPT. And
panelists, if you need any assistance.
is my screen visible?
Yes.
So a very good morning to one and all present here. I'm Subhanvita from PSGR Krishnamal College for Women, studying second year in BA Economics. My topic is on innovation, upskilling, and sustaining AI and the future of green jobs. Now, as we all know, as we all are students of economics, this year the Nobel Prize in economics was awarded to the theory of sustainable economic growth through creative destruction. Loosely translated, what is creative destruction? Creative destruction is the new technologies that constantly replace the old ones, driving ongoing innovation and economic progress. Now, this process disrupts jobs and industries, but also creates opportunities for new types of works and economic growth. Inspired from this, today's topic will explore on the role of upskilling workers so they can adopt new technologies into the green economy. Now, one might ask, what is the relevance of creative destruction in green economy? Certainly there is. While creative destruction leads to decline and disappearance of industries and jobs, it simultaneously creates new industries and opportunities and better roles, often emerging in sectors with value and sustainable prospects. Here are a few examples for creative destruction fields in green economy with a focus on workers and jobs. Electronic vehicles, as we all know, we used to drive automechanical vehicles, automotives. But now, since the emergence of EV or electronic vehicles, electronic maintenance, electronic batteries, and their requirements has upscaled. Renewable energy, job shifts from fossil fuel extractions like mining, operating, are now wind turbines and energy solar systems. They are now less relevant than they were. Agriculture, circular economy, grids, buildings are a few more instances. AI's role in driving productivity improvements for economic inclusive growth. In the green economy in particular, AI accelerates innovation in renewable energy management, climate modeling, efficient resource use, and sustainable agricultural solutions, like my previous presenters have demonstrated. By lowering batteries to innovation, AI empowers small and medium enterprises and startups to adopt green technologies, expanding economic opportunities, especially in undeserved communities, which is the need of the hour. AI-enabled upskilling platforms and personalized learning tools make it easier for people from irregardless or irrespective of various backgrounds to acquire the skills needed for green jobs, fostering greater inclusiveness and participation. The deployment of AI must be guided by inclusive policies that ensure equitable accesses, tools, trainings, opportunities in preventing digital divides from widening economic perspectives. Upskilling, now the question might arise, how do you upskill? Now, upskilling programs need to focus on technical skills such as renewable energy systems, green building technologies, and sustainable resource management. My fellow presenter, the one before, have educated us on various schemes in schooling, economical and AI inclusion from school level as well. Likewise, education reforms should enable AI literacy and green skills into school vocational curricula to prepare students for future jobs. New jobs. Now, in India, the green economy offers immense potential to generate jobs, aligned with country's net zero emissions goal by 2070, especially through AI-enabled innovation. Key sectors driving job creations include solar, wind energy installation, key maintenance, green infrastructure development, climate smart agriculture, wastewater management, and energy efficient manufacturing. AI's role is critical in scaling these industries, for example, through a renewable energy production, intelligent water systems, and precision farmings. These new jobs tend to be more skill intensive and technologically advanced, enabling the need for comprehensive upskilling efforts to prepare workers.
I would also like to hear some key topics from your co-panel.
Sorry, you're not audible, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I would like to hear from your co-panelists as well, Sara Usman and Shubha Satya. Am I audible? Am I audible, Shubhamita?
Yes, you are.
Yes, as I was saying, I would also like to hear some few points from your co-panelists, Sara Usman and Shubha Satya.
Okay.
Can any one of you take the lead, Sara Usman or Shubha Satya, and continue the topic?
Stacey, are we supposed to continue or start? We start with our presentation. Stacey, are we supposed to continue?
Yes, you are. And also, gentle reminder, you only have 4 minutes left. Sarah Usman, you can continue.
Yes, let me share my screen.
Sarah, can you start? You are
Is my screen visible?
it's fine. You can continue without the PPT. Sarah Usman, dear panelists, you can continue presenting without a PPT.
Yes. Am I audible, Stacey?
Yes, you are audible.
All right. So, let me share this screen. I hope my screen is visible. So good morning, everybody, esteemed faculty, panelists, and fellow participants. I'm Ashara Usman Shahir, a final year economics student from Krishna College for Women, Coimbatore in Tamil Nadu. So I'm honored to present as a panelist on this transformative journey on how artificial intelligence is empowering millions at the grassroots levels. So thank you, Shubhamita, my fellow participant and presenter, who talked about the Nobel Commission and gave us ideas on how AI is being included and promoting inclusive about how AI is empowering millions at the grassroots levels in India, especially through these self-help group economies. So before I start my presentation, I would like to extend my gratitude to Christie University, PSJ Krishna College for Women, Coimbatore, and St. Joseph College, Jakhama, for organizing and collaborating on this a visionary student panel discussion. Thank you for inviting me to speak on the subject that promises. And starting with the introduction to SHG and AI, is India has over 10 crore women, more than 90 lakh of SHGs as of January 2025 study, and it covers nearly around 60% of the rural households. So here, SHGs are responsible for around world's largest microfinance movements, with women lead groups accounting for almost 85% of the SHGs in India. Now, as we all know, AI adoption in India and in various sectors of India is accelerating, and 89% of the organizations now use AI in at least any of their business business functions. Now, moving on to why AI for grassroots. Why AI for grassroots development is artificial intelligence today is not just about automation or technological advancement. It's about empowerment. So AI is bridging the gaps in the financial inclusion and market access and all the knowledge for women-led SHGs in India. So about 30 to 40% of SHGs in pilot districts have adopted at least one AI-powered tool for marketing and credit scoring or training. Now, pilot districts are your basically geographical areas that are designated to test new projects, new programs, new policies of the government. So these are your major districts that the government chooses itself based on certain criteria to evaluate the feasibility, the effectiveness and challenge of
Your
initiatives.
panelists are out now.
And then,
Can you hear me? Am I audible to you? Dear
ma'am,
am I
sorry,
audible?
Stacey, yeah.
Am I audible to you?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay, so you only have 1 minute left, so please highlight your important topics, your important points.
Okay, so let me quickly skim through the case studies that I am presenting to today. So I have bought some state innovations in AI-enabled SL, so Tamil Nadu have taken 5 major South Indian states where Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh play a key important role. So the key schemes that I'm here to discuss and show the panel that SHGs are including AI in today's world is Mahalir Thittam in Tamil Nadu's scheme, and Kerala Kudumba Shri scheme in Kerala, and Maharashtra State Rural Livelihood Mission in Maharashtra, and Sanjeevani scheme in Karnataka, and Namo Drone Didi, and Mission for Elimination of Poverty in Municipal Areas in Andhra Pradesh. So I'd like to take you through the challenges and risks, wherein the key challenges is the lack of smartphones with steady internet, and people struggle with AI tools, and the digital skills are low among the people right now, but we'll have to work on that, and training is needed often, and mistakes in the data entry can lead to some unfair loan rejections, so that might create further problems. And AI systems can pick up existing biases in malfunctioning of data entries, or this AI systems can replace the already vulnerable women and put them in more risk. So the key information is that about finances, key information of all the finances of even the self-help groups might only reach the group leaders and not all members. So key literacy lessons are required to overcome the initial challenges and the primary challenges. And moving on to your policy and recommendation, policy and implementations is that data literacy workshop.
And Subha Satya present now. Is Subha Satya in the room meeting? Dear panelist, Subha Satya from PSGR Krishnamal College. Okay,
Excuse me, Stacy, can I continue my conclusion, or
your time is done.
Stacy, you're not audible?
So now it's the question and answer round. If your other panelist, Subha Satya, isn't available, we can go ahead with the question and answer round. So dear students and dear panelists, please drop in your questions in the comment box, or you can ask them directly from here. Okay, we have a question from one of our panelists. The question is, AI itself emits carbon footprints and is not very sustainable. Can you suggest some methods to make the use of AI more sustainable for the environment? Also, as you mentioned about the green economy, can you also suggest disposable methods for solar panels, EV batteries, and energy units powering AI? Your panelists of PSGR Krishnamal College, you can answer the question.
Yes. So for a green economy, thank you for the question, by the way. For a green economy, a safe and sustainable disposable recycling of solar panels, EV batteries, all of these energy units powering AI is crucial. But here are So there are some recommended methods that we can use, we can use silicon cells and special metals like silver and lead that are purified and recovered by the chemical and electrical methods. And now, take for example, in India, the Ministry of Rural and Renewable Energy mandates recycling or authorized treatment to, prevent these releases of toxic components like lead or cadmium. So steps are being taken, and thin film panels such as thin, like all these cadmium and tellurium, these panels that are used in the solar units are undergoing special recycling for semiconductor materials so that they do not, emit much carbon. And carbon sequestration are supposed to be falling, and they are trying to make it fall. And EV batteries are also dismantled, and materials such as the cobalt material, the nickel material, all are separated for reuse. Now, most of the recycling methods are currently coming from the manufacturing scrape, but end of the battery life is also growing. So there are steps being taken for the AI tools not emitting carbons, but we still have to have some a progressive, a gradual growth, not spontaneous growth. We have not explored AI completely. So we are still finding each and every challenges in
To
this.
also add to my fellow panelists' point, I would also add that to reuse and reimbursement, undamaged solar panels can be reimbursed and sold for reuse in secondary markets. That is also a way of recycling it, if not reusing it. Now, materials recovery, specialized recycling facilities disassembles panels to reclaim materials. The manufacturers can also reclaim the materials which are manufactured. So this recycling process can also be done. I would want to conclude that solar is any day better than the pollution that we're creating. It might, of course, as you said, it is hazardous in a way, in the long run, but if you see, but I believe this is the most accurate solution that we as humankind can produce.
Your panelists, thank you, and we truly appreciate your answers. Next, we move on to St. Joseph College. Panelists Century and panelist Zanpan. And also, before we start, I would also like to clarify the timings. We got 10 minutes altogether.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes, you can start.
I would also like to share my screen here.
Yes, panelists, you can.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nzan Waizung from St. Joseph's College. And I would like to present my perspective on...
It is not visible.
Okay. Is my screen visible? Okay, so once again. Yeah, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, my name is Nzan Waizung from St. Joseph's College, and I would like to present my perspective on the topic AI for inclusive economic growth. At this present juncture, we all know that we are at the fourth largest economy with about $4 trillion economy. And as per the current government and some of the experts, it is estimated that by 2047, India would be a $30 trillion economy, which is more than 8 times the current economy that we are in. And as per the reports of Niti Aayog last month, AI adoption across industries could add up to $500 to $600 billion in India's GDP by 2035. That is 10 years from now. As I look into this topic, I would just like to break this topic into 2 parts. First of all, let us understand what artificial intelligence is. We all know artificial intelligence, and it is rapidly transforming the global economy, offering new ways to solve complex problems, increasing productivity, and enhance human capabilities. Now, what is inclusivity in economic growth? It is very important for us to have economic growth, which is inclusive. And as per the Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development, inclusive growth is economic growth that is distributed fairly across society and create opportunities for all. In simple terms, it means the process where opportunities and the benefits of economic process are shared across all sections of society, particularly the marginalized and the disadvantaged, leading to reduced disparities and a more equitable distribution of wealth and resources. Now, why is inclusion needed? That might be the question that we should ask. And the answer could be economic growth without inclusion widens inequality. And AI has the potential to either bridge or widen this gap. As I was researching on this topic, I just found out that this topic is actually vast. And so it's not easy for us to comprehend the entire thing in just a span of few minutes. And therefore, I would just like to point out some few topics which are relevant for India and more particularly for Northeast India. The role of AI in promoting inclusive growth. First, enhancing access to quality education. AI-powered platforms can deliver personalized and adaptive learning experiences, especially in remote and under-resourced regions. With AI tools that supports local languages and cultural contexts, students in rural areas can receive the same quality of education as those in urban centers. This helps to close the educational gap and builds a more skilled workforce. A second point I would like to stress on boosting agricultural and rural incomes. We all know that India, the majority of the population rely on agriculture for their livelihood. And as per 2024 reports, approximately 46.1% of India's workforce are from agriculture and allied sector, adding to 16% of India's GDP in 2024 fiscal year. So AI technologies can revolutionize agricultural through precision farming, weather forecasting, soil analysis, and a best detection. Small and marginalized farmers can benefit from AI-based insights to improve crop yields and market access, thus increasing their income and reducing rural poverty. Another point I would like to stress on the market and skilling. I myself, being part of this Northeast region, I find it very much applicable that AI should be implemented or it should be used in this market and skilling arenas. We can use AI for market access, where we can use the platform and connect farmers and artisans and other entrepreneurs directly to buyers, bypassing middlemen and increasing profits. We can also use AI for job matchmaking, vocational trainings, and skill trainings. Another point I would like to stress on financial inclusion, which includes digital banking. AI-powered digital banking platforms can provide financial services to unreserved populations, promoting financial inclusion and reducing economic inequality. It can also be used for fraud detection and risk management. I will just present to you this slide, which I will not explain. These are also some of the areas or the arenas where we can implement AI for a better economic growth.
Dear panelists, we would like to move forward with your co-panelists. panelists 10 to lead.
Okay, thank you. I would like to keep the time to go.
Thank you.
Then your slides watching today. Share. No. I'm down. Yes, what's the chinchulu?
Right. Just give me a second.
Here, show chinchulu.
Your panelist is temporarily available in this meeting.
Very good morning, everyone. My name is Chinchili from St. Joseph's College, and I will directly start with my presentation. So, AI for inclusive economic growth.
Dear panelists, your screen is in visible. Your PPT.
I will directly start with my contents. First of all, what is inclusive economic growth? Inclusive growth that benefits everyone, reduces gaps across regions, genders, and social groups, ensures no one is left behind in AI revolution. Inclusive growth means economic progress that touches everyone, not just few. For India, this means bridging rural-urban divides, empowering women, and ensuring people in remote areas also gain from digital progress. How AI enables inclusion? Like the key sectors of impact are education, agriculture, healthcare, and governance. So these examples show how AI isn't just a high-tech dream. It's already improving real lives, from farmers to students, and from patients to even unemployed youth. When it comes to Nagaland, what is happening now in Nagaland is Nagaland held its first round table talk on artificial intelligence, Kohima 26 September 2024, and state officials have discussed a Nagaland AI mission to explore how AI can be used across government and society. EdTech plus local AI teacher, a Nagaland EdTech startup, Nagaland Ed launched Livy AI, or an AI-powered teacher deployed on WhatsApp aimed at aligning with NCERT and local curricula. This is a concrete example of AI deployed to increase education access in the region. Incubation and research capacity building. Nagaland University was selected to host one of the several incubation centers for the Northeast under central push to boost entrepreneurship and innovation, which can seed AI startups and local solution. Question may arise, why this matters for inclusive economic growth? So these are beneficial for educational equality, agriculture and livelihoods, and jobs and startups. So when it comes to challenges and concerns regarding AI for inclusive economic growth, job displacement, 23% of roles at risk by 2030, skills gaps, 60% of workers lack digital literacy, bias, and inequality. Women hold only 25% of tech jobs. digital divide, limited access to rural or low-income areas. While AI brings opportunities, it also poses risks. Without proper planning, it might worsen inequality, especially for women, informal workers, and those without digital skills. So when it comes to AI, what is the path forward? Invest in digital infrastructure, expand affordable internet, data access, and digital public platforms. Empower people, promote AI literacy, reskill workers, and support women and youth in the digital economy. Encourage people, foster local startups, public-private partnerships, and ethical AI research. Inclusive data and governance, build transparent, bias-free, multilingual, and privacy-protected datasets, policy and collaboration,
Your
align national and state policies. Yes,
Now,
Miss.
please highlight your important topic.
Thank you, Miss. Align national and state policies for equitable AI adoption across sectors. The goal is ensure AI benefits everyone, reducing inequality, creating jobs, and driving sustainable growth. I would like to conclude by stating that artificial intelligence holds immense promise to drive inclusive economic growth by enhancing productivity, improving public services, and creating new opportunities for all. However, to truly be inclusive, AI must be ethical, transparent, and people-centered, bridging digital divides, empowering marginalized communities, and ensuring that no one is left behind in the digital transformation. In short, AI not replace people, but uplift them, making growth smarter, fairer, and more human. So let's envision an India where AI doesn't just make us smarter, it makes us fairer and more connected. I would like to end my presentation here. So if anyone have any questions.
Thank you, dear panelists. Now we are open for question and answer round. If there's anyone who wants to question, then please do so.
Shall I start my presentation, Stacy?
Yes, after the question round.
Okay, thank you.
Dear students, panelists, if there's any question, please answer. Okay, there's a question for you guys. How do you suggest to tackle the issue of workforce replacement that occurs with AI integration, even though AI is generating new jobs? Like the older generation is finding it difficult to upgrade themselves, which puts them at risk of losing their job. So how does this ensure inclusive growth?
We are not really getting the question. Can you please forward it in a text format?
Sure. Okay, since we are out of time, I'll be sending you the question, but then we'll be beginning with the panelist Subha Satya's presentation.
No worries.
I'll share my screen, Stacy.
Sure. Gentle reminder, dear panelists, that you only have 3 minutes. So only
Okay,
your important points.
okay.
Yes.
Dear panelists, we are running out of time.
Yeah, only one.
Yeah.
Am I audible, Stacy?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah.
Sorry for the delay, actually.
Mhm.
And good morning, panelists. And I'm Shubhashatya D, a student of economics from PSG Krishna College for Coimbatore. Under the broader theme, Artificial Intelligence for Inclusive Economic Growth, I chose to focus on one of the most vital and yet vulnerable sectors, agriculture, AI-driven Indian agriculture, a pathway to rural prosperity and economic inclusion. And agriculture is not just an economic sector in India, it is a way of life for nearly half our population. It contributes only around 15% of to the GDP. This mismatch reflects the urgent need for transformation, and that's where artificial intelligence becomes a game changer. And the average farm size is just about 1 acre. And mechanization is at 47% for below 90% seen in the developed countries like US and Japan. And let's talk about the smart farming solutions across Indian states. Maharashtra's Marathwada region, where flood irrigation system, where centuries ago this land pioneered the flood irrigation system, and now the same spirit continues, but with the technology as the new competition. Using AI-enabled smart drip irrigation systems that monitor soil moisture and weather forms can now control irrigation through mobile apps. And talking about moving to Tamil Nadu, uh, the ancient dam still irrigates the Kaveri Delta, standing as proof that smart water management is part of our DNA. Today, the same legacy lives on through AI-powered solar irrigation under the PM Kusum scheme. And the results are 50% water savings and 30% reduction in pesticide use and stronger yields. And talking about Uttar Pradesh, where the agriculture is the heart of the state, the grain basket of empire, but also face the rural poverty. So now AI-powered platforms like D-Heart and the Ninja Heart are rewriting the story about these systems predict market prices, where the D-Heart predict market prices, optimize delivery routes, and directly connect farmers with buyers, cutting out exploitative intermediaries. The results are post-harvest losses fell by 35% and farmer incomes rose 20 to 25%. And talking about Karnataka, so agriculture has always been intertwined with intellect. So historical records from the Vijayanagara Empire describe meticulous crop rotation systems and water sharing ethics carved in stone. And through companies like CropIn, drones and satellites monitor crop health, detect pest infestations, and second real-time alerts to farmers. So early detection has saved 6,000 to 10,000 per acre, and yields have grown by nearly 20%. So moving to Odisha, where the great super cyclone of 1999 to Cyclone Fani in 2019, every storm tested the strength of its farmers.
Panelists, your time's up.
But with AI-based weather, with AI-based weather forecasting and soil sanitary restoration models, Odisha farmers are warned days in advance of floods and cyclones. This has reduced the losses by 25%. And talking about the challenges, there are two challenges that I would like to quote: limited digital literacy and connectivity. Approximately 1% of Punjab farmers use crop residue management machines due to awareness and access issues. The awareness level is that low, and high initial cost and affordability. So AI tools are expensive for smallholder farmers. So for example, Maharashtra, to overcome that, Maharashtra doubled AI adoption subsidy for swimming.
Your time's up.
And yes,
Thank you.
thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Thank you.
Since there's a time limitation, we will no longer continue with the question answer round. And since we have come to the end of panel discussion, We will be moving ahead with vote of thanks given by Ms. Sula.
No duty is than that of returning thanks. Good morning to one and all. As we draw a curtain on this enlightening and dynamic panel discussion, I deem it my priority who contributed to its success. On behalf of the Department of Economics and foremost, our gratitude goes to our three distinguished leaders, Dr. Athena of Department of Economics, PSG Krishka, Head St. Joseph College, Jakamaland, and Dr. Shivasubramanian, Head Department, City, Bengaluru. Your presence and support have contributed of this discussion and added to the event. We are to have you with us today. I extend my sincere thanks to all the sharing your time, knowledge, and perspectives that truly made the session engaging and meaningful. I also would like to extend a warm appreciation to all the heads of department and the faculty members from all three institutions and engagement were instrumental in making the academic exchange possible. A note of thanks goes to the moderator, first MSc Economic Flows of Ideas. Finally, and goes out to the enthusiastic students from all three institutions, Mr. Jayanti University, PSG, and St. Participated as active listeners and engaged participants. Your presence and thoughtful questions what makes this discussion. Thank you once again to everyone. Hope this exchange of ideas has understanding. We look forward for hosting more such collaborative events.
Thank you, Ms. Sula. Before we end the session, I request the panelists from the three institutions and the faculty and the students to kindly switch on their camera for the photo session. Requesting everyone to switch on their camera.
Thank you all the teachers. Thank you students for your active participation and presentation. From both St. Joseph Jakama and the PSGR Krishnamal College.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, students. So happy to see you, sir. So much.
Yeah, so happy to see you too. These are my students, fifth semester.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. We'll meet you again in another occasion.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, dear faculty, dear panelists, and dear students. Thank you so much. I'll be requesting the host to end the meeting now.
Shall I end the meeting?
Yes, sir. Yes.